Thank you for being part of the Firefighter Cancer Cohort study. You recently provided the blood sample that we tested for PFAS and were emailed a copy of your results. This video will help you walk through that report and how to interpret your exposure. What are PFAS? PFAS are man-made chemicals that are used in everyday products such as building materials, textiles, food packaging, and nonstick pans. Everyone is exposed to PFAS. In fact, more than 99% of people in the US have PFAS in their blood. Higher blood levels of some types of PFAS have been linked to a greater risk of health issues such as high cholesterol, vulnerability to viruses, thyroid disease, and even cancer. It is important to keep in mind, though, that having high levels does not mean you will have these health issues. Why is PFAS exposure unique for firefighters? Firefighters may have additional exposures to PFAS through inhalation of PFAS-contaminated smoke or soot from burning buildings, use of AFFF, and from turnout gear, which may lead to higher levels in the blood.
Reading your results. So let's jump to your report. We tested your blood for PFAS in Table 1. Table 2 of the report shows your unique measurements for the different types of PFAS. The first column displays each PFAS that was measured. The second column shows your levels of each PFAS that was measured in your blood sample. This is the column that is unique to you. The nanograms per milliliter, or NGML, is the unit of measurement for the PFAS results. Nanograms per milliliter is very similar to parts per billion. A good way to visualize this is to think of a swimming pool. 1 part per billion is about 1 nanogram per milliliter. It's like 1 drop of water in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. If your results show LOD, or less than the limit of detection, this just means that the level was too low for us to measure accurately. The third column, 2017 to 2018 NHANES results for adults, are not your unique results. This column is to help you compare your results to those of the general population. It displays the middle or median level seen in the general population. NHANES stands for the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. It is a study of the general US population health and exposure trends. 50th percentile means that half of the general population has levels higher and the other half has levels lower than this value. The fourth column, 2017 to 2018 NHANES results, 95th percentile, are not your unique results either. This column is also to help you compare your results to those of the general population. The 95th percentile means that 95% of the general population has levels lower than this value. The last few pages of the report are charts for each PFAS type that was measured, like the one shown here. The results shown in these charts match those shown in Table 2, but the visual is added to help make the results easier to understand. So for example, this figure shows the level for PFOA. Your measured PFOA level is shown in the green triangle. If you see an asterisk above the green triangle, that would indicate that your PFOA value was lower than our ability to measure it accurately, and it was not detectable. The middle level in the general population is shown in the orange square. 95% of the population has values below the blue triangle. What do your results mean? There are no defined limits for safe exposure to PFAS. However, the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine have published recommendations for healthcare providers that can help identify people that may have a higher risk for health concerns. These recommendations are based on the sum of the 7 PFAS that are of the most concern. Your sum of these 7 PFAS is included in the bottom row of Table 2 in this report as total PFAS. NASEM recommends that individuals with total PFAS levels greater than 20 nanograms per milliliter discuss this report with their healthcare providers. These individuals may be at a higher risk for kidney cancer, testicular cancer, and decreased thyroid function. This fact sheet provides additional information for medical professionals. This will help your doctor determine if screenings for these conditions are appropriate for you. While we hope this information is helpful for you, it is important to keep in mind that having PFAS in your blood does not mean you will get sick or have cancer. There are multiple factors that can influence your risk for disease. What's important is to reduce your exposure where you can and ensure you see a doctor every year. Some simple steps you can take include drinking water is one of the main sources of PFAS exposure, and a properly maintained water filter can reduce exposure. Check the AFFF used in your station to determine if it contains PFAS. If it does, talk with your chief about the possibility of switching to a non-PFAS option or other ways to reduce exposure to AFFF. Store turnout gear separate from living areas. Perform on-scene decon with soap, a brush, and water. Taking these steps can help you lead a longer and healthier life.
Thank you for being part of the FFCCS. With your support and participation, we hope we can help all members of the fire service live longer and healthier lives. Thank you for everything you do.